In order to eat correctly, you must have the correct amount of portions, and here are the tools that we use for measuring them. We have a scale, we have measuring cups, measuring spoons, and I'm bringing these coffee cups out to show you where you could run into a problem. This is 1 cup measuring cup. That's a 1 cup coffee cup. That's a 2 cup coffee cup. That's a 3 cup coffee cup. So you can't use a coffee cup for measuring your foods. Use accurate measuring tools to measure your portion sizes. This is 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon. You'll be able to measure your amounts correctly using all of these tools. On this trifold, it tells you about portion sizes for proteins. I'm going to give you a few examples to give you the hang of it. For instance, in chicken, it says you are allowed a 6-ounce portion of chicken. This is an 11-ounce piece of chicken breast. You don't want to be shorting yourself what you're allowed to eat here. So one of the documents we sent you was a lean shrinkage chart. And if you look at chicken, it tells you that the before cooking weight, in order to yield your portion of chicken, is about 9 or 10 ounces. So even though your portion size that you're going to eat is 6 ounces, you want to start with an uncooked weight of 9 or 10 ounces. Now this is an 11-ounce piece of chicken. So what you do is, if this is 11 and you're allowed 9, so you just estimate and cut off a piece, weigh it on your scale, and now that weighs 9 ounces, and that's the portion that you're going to cook. This is a demonstration of a salmon portion. It says on the trifold that you're allowed 5 ounces of salmon. If I go to my shrinkage chart, it tells me that I have to start with about 8 ounces in order to have a 5-ounce portion after cooking weight. To give you an example, this is a 5-ounce portion of pre-cooked weight. If I cook that, it would come down to 3 ounces and you'd be shorting yourself your protein. This is the size of salmon that you need to start with in order to come down to 5 ounces after cooking weight. It says on the trifold that you're allowed a 7-ounce portion of canned tuna in water. This is a standard can of tuna in water. It weighs 5 ounces. So if you're allowed 7 ounces, you're allowed about a can and a half. We're talking here about our green portion of our lean and green. So we're going to talk about portion sizes here. Each one of these portions is 1 green of your 3 that you're allowed each day. Most of the vegetables fall into the category of a half a cup of vegetables for 1 portion. But you could see that it's difficult to measure a half a cup of asparagus. So in the package we sent you documents that show the weight for each half a cup. And you look at the vegetable, so here we have asparagus. You're allowed a half a cup, and a half a cup is about 2 1/3 ounces. So what I did was I took my scale and I actually weighed out 2 1/3 ounces of asparagus. So this is a portion of asparagus. The same holds true for broccoli. When you put a half a cup of broccoli into a half a cup, it overflows and it's hard to figure what's allowed. But you can go to your conversion chart and actually weigh it, and you won't be shorting yourself vegetables. So this is a portion of broccoli. This is a portion of radishes, a portion of mushrooms. Lettuce is very difficult to measure. This is a half a cup of lettuce. It would be 2 of these probably if you did it in this cup, in this half cup size. But when you actually put it on a scale and weigh it, this is 1 portion of a green. So you will have 3 of these, or 3 of any that you choose, obviously. But each one of these is 1 portion of a green.